Hey there, Lorenzo. How are you doing? This is Ashley. This is the video that you spoke to Gary about. I'm really excited to make this video for you. I did a lot of in-depth research and I got a lot of good information and stuff to go over and just kind of break everything down with you. So I'll keep this video as short as I can. If you have any questions at all at the end of this video, just reach out and we can take things there. So to start, when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to scroll and dig and read just to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So we like to offer all that information and have it readily available right from the beginning of the website. So taking a look at your site, a few things that I like that you guys are currently doing is you guys have your services tab right from the beginning of your website. You have a phone number right from the start of your site, and you have your get in touch. A few different things that I would implement into your site that would help you out is instead of having a services tab that is like the one that you guys currently have, where people have to click on it and then they have to go and read through all your services, have this be a drop-down menu and show all the different services that you offer. What that'll do is it'll make your site that much more user-friendly, and you'll notice higher conversion rates because of that. Now, another thing that you can do to make your site that much more user-friendly is offer a locations tab, or like an areas we serve type tab that'll also drop down into all the different areas that you're willing to travel to. Again, that'll make your site that much more user-friendly. Now, I said I love how you have your phone number on here, which I do, that's great, but I would like to see it be a click to call phone number, and I'm sure a lot of other people would as well. People are lazy nowadays. If they have to memorize something, they're going to go and get out of your site and go to somebody who's a little bit more user friendly and a little bit more modern. So I would definitely get that to be a click to call phone number, and you'll again notice better conversion rates because of that. And I'll have that click to call phone number all throughout your website. Now, another thing I would implement onto your website is a form submission option. Somewhere right here is fine, but what that does is it caters to the opposite type of people who maybe can't talk on the phone or are at work or don't want to talk on the phone. Whatever the case may be, we need to make sure that we have multiple ways for people to get a hold of you for your services. So with all that said, the next thing that I want to touch base on is your content. Now, when it comes to content, content is considered king in the eyes of Google, and that is because Google can only read. So looking at your guys' site, you don't have any content on your homepage. The only content that you guys have is this little bit right here, which is not enough to be considered an authority. You need a minimum of 1,500 words to be considered an authority, and you're just not there yet. So I would definitely recommend going and getting some more content here. Now, I don't recommend just going and getting any old written content, especially using ChatGPT or any AI. What we would do if we were to work together is we would go and do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we find the keywords we know are going to bring you more business, and that's based on those keywords already bringing your competitors business. We send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you and your services that you offer. Now, speaking of your competitor, I did a general search, and these guys here are one of your competitors, and as we can see right from the bat, they show the service areas that they are willing to travel to with click to call phone numbers to each of those locations. They have their services in drop down menus. They have all their locations also in drop down menus. It's just a little bit more user friendly than what you guys currently have. But these guys are not beatable, put it that way. So if we come over here to a paid resource I pay monthly for, we're currently looking at your stats. Now, the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. You're rated a 4.2 out of 100. Now, you have only 8 backlinks, but they're not doing anything for you. And that tells me that the backlinks that you have are not relevant, they're weak, they're spammy. and they just don't have anything to do with the services that you have to offer, which is not a good thing. That is why we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. And how we do that is we go and that's where our SEO comes into play. We go and we find backlinks that are relevant, we build backlinks that are relevant, so on and so forth. Now, because of all this, you don't have any people coming to your site at all, which is obviously an issue because you want traffic, especially for something that's online with today's day and age. You want traffic coming from your website. Now, if we come and take a look at your competitor, we can see the type of stats that they have, but look at the traffic that they're getting. They're getting over 1,000 people to their site each and every month. Keep in mind, this is a per month number, and also keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. If I were to go to Google and type in all the different services that you have to offer, and typing those services in many different ways, for instance, I can type roofers with an S and you'll have a completely different competitor. So if I were to go to Google and see each and every one of your competitors and show you all the different types of traffic that they're getting, you could imagine the type of business that you could be getting. So if we take a look at where they're getting their most traffic from, we can see they are getting 90 people from their own name. So that's word of mouth. But for instance, this one right here, roofing companies, for this keyword here, 250 people are searching that each and every month. That's all business that you could be getting. Now, it's not as simple as having these keywords in your content. If it was, everybody would do it. We need to go in and add backlinks to those keywords so that way they gain positioning and gain power. Now, you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting, again, based on one of your competitors. So reach out, let's talk. If you want to be in these positions, you can. You know, if we come over here to Google, we can see that you're nowhere to be found here on Google, and I'll give you a little bit more information. I was going to end the video here, but I'll give you a little bit more information as to how you can get ranked in Google. So the first section of Google is the Google Guaranteed section. This area is an important section to want to be in, as any part of Google is. Remember how I said earlier, some people come to your site and they want to talk on the phone, other people don't? Same thing with Google. Some people come to Google and they strictly go to the Google Guaranteed section. Other people strictly go to the organic section. Whatever the case may be, we need to make sure we get you in each of those spots. That way you have the highest chance to be chosen. Now, if we take a look at this section here, in order to get ranked here, it requires a few different things. So some of those are citations. Another you could do is geotagging your pictures, getting more reviews. And then this last section of Google here, this is where the backlinks come into play. This is where our SEO, our search engine optimization, comes into play and get you helped, get you ranked in this area here. But that's all I have for you. Reach out, let's talk, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, Lorenzo.